Welcome to 5 Minutes with Grey Hair Dave. He has grey hair, has a grey beard, and wears glasses like the guy in the artwork. Oh, and the guy in the artwork's better looking. Now here is Grey Hair Dave.
Well, what did you think of that voice? I'm going to keep playing with them, but I thought it was okay. Welcome back again, folks. I'm glad you're here. Again, my name is Grey Hair Dave. So, what do you want to talk about today? What have you been doing with AI? Have you been doing anything with artificial intelligence? I'm really curious to know. I really am. I use artificial intelligence more than I thought I did. For this podcast alone, just this podcast, I used AI today for the intro. I use AI in a sense, well, not in a sense completely, when I am putting in or figuring out show notes, what to write down for show notes, what to name it. I go through a program called, it's called swelলাই.com. Swell AI takes it in and gives me back a transcript of what I said. I upload it to the program. The program then turns around, listens to it rather quickly, and then gives me a complete transcript of everything I said. Now, with that, I can get a summary. I can get social posts. I can get, and it'll list them here for me, Twitter threads, Twitter posts, LinkedIn posts, Facebook posts, Instagram, TikTok, those kinds of things. It'll give me timestamps. It'll give me titles, its suggestions, show notes. It'll give me an article if I want to write an article on it, like for a blog. It just gives me so many options to choose from. And I think that that's really cool. Now, there are more out there like that. There's Cast Magic. There's a couple other ones. Descript is the main one right out there, and Descript will let you do the editing in it. I have a subscription to Descript. I do, and I use it once in a while, but I don't use it because I've become accustomed to my workflow here and how I do things. This is just the way I keep going with it. And I like it. And don't get me wrong, I like it. I'm also using a program called Hindenburg Pro. Hindenburg Pro is a DAW, a digital audio workstation. But the program that I have also gives me transcripts. So if I want to go in here and I want to put the exact transcript of what I said in a blog or in the show notes or wherever, or I want to take a portion out for a social ad or a social post, I can. It'll also give me a bunch of options to go with on it. It's very, very intuitive, and they have become more and more and more popular, but they've also become more and more intelligent. They will listen to what you're asking them, and they will, they'll come up with the answer for you. I find it very, very intriguing. Now, you may not, and if you don't, I'm okay with all that. That's your decision, not mine. And that's the way it's supposed to be, But right now, that's what I'm doing. So, in the very, very beginning of this show, I wasn't using anything at all, and I didn't like the show names that it was coming up with. which is one of the main reasons I went to one of these. I needed help with show notes and show names. I've never been all that great on determining what the show name is, unless I know what the subject is beforehand and I build the show off the show name I decide. And I don't always think that it goes well that way for me. I've tried it and I've deleted them numerous times. I can't tell you how many times. I just am not great that way. You give me a subject or a subject matter, I can talk about that. But if I said, well, today's show is going to be all about cast magic, I will start talking about cast magic, but then I will go and veer off and tell you what I think about this one and that one and all the other ones. Now, if somebody were paying me to say, this is what I think of cast magic, and here's how it works, here's how Swell AI works, and this is all I got to talk about that whole time, I can do it, but it's constricting for me. Some people this is not constricting for. Some people they do just fine in these scenarios. I have issues with it. And they're my issues. They're nobody else's. It's just me. It's how I am. So, anyways, that's where we're at today. But I wanted you to know that I do use AI in this, not just for the goofy intros that I was doing today and not just for the audio editing. Now, when it comes to audio editing, I do use some AI there. You may not think it to be an AI, but it is. I use a program called iZotope RX10. And iZotope RX10 has the ability to listen to the show real quickly, or a portion of it, and determine what noise reduction I need, what clipping I need, or declipping, what de-essing, what the reverb I need, and also what the plosives I need. And it will apply it for me. It's great. There's also one in there for spectral editing that it will show you where you need to reduce the volume here and there. And it's a very, very, very robust program. And it was not free, but it was a program I could keep using forever and ever because it's a one-time fee. If you want to upgrade, they've already come out with RX 11. I downloaded it, looked at it real quick, and I don't know that I want to pay for the upgrade. But anyway, so here's to what I'm doing. I mean, it's an assistive. It's artificial assistance in my mind. It's doing what a PA, a personal assistant might be able to help me with, or another editor might be able to help me with. Okay. I could take this audio, send it to a personal assistant, say, do me a favor, listen to it, type me up some show notes for it, type me up some names for it, show names, show titles, put me up, type me up some SEO names so that I can put it in, make sure they're in the RSS feed and all that kind of fun stuff. And that would be fine. And I'm sure they would do a wonderful job, but there's another day in it. So by the time, because I don't always record these at the same time. I try to, but it doesn't always work. So I'd say right now, it was 1 o'clock when I started recording. By the time I finish this and edit it, it'll be 1:30 before I'm done editing, okay? Then I got to go download that file, send it over to a PA who is not just sitting there waiting for me. They may have other things that they're doing too, because they may not be just my PA. They may be many people's PA. That's how they can afford to be one. You do it for many people because the cost of a PA is not as much as you would think. So they've got to, do quite a bit. So I'm not going to get that back till maybe tomorrow. And that puts me a day behind. So then I've got to start readjusting my schedule to what they can do. Where with AI, I get done with the editing, I download it, I upload it to Swell AI. A couple minutes later, it's ready. I choose what I want to do with it. I don't just leave it as it is. I go back in there and I do some editing, but the editing is a lot less. I'll fix the mistakes. I'll change the number 5 written out FIVE to 5, or I'll take out a phrase, or I'll add a phrase, or this or that, which I can be done with in 4 or 5 minutes. And then I send it over to Captivate, and bada bing, bada boom, there it is, ready for you. All within an hour. I love PAs, but I also love this quickness. So, this didn't go where I wanted it to go today, folks. This is not exactly what I planned, but it's exactly what happened, and that's absolutely fine with me. You know, these are the shows I really enjoy. So, don't forget, folks, if you got a question or a concern, want to talk to me about AI, go to my website, 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. That's the number 5, minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. Leave me a message. I'll be happy as can be to return your email. Also, if you know somebody out there who doesn't know what a podcast is, doesn't know how to find one, what genre they might like, or anything about it, show them for me, will you? Also, don't forget, smile at somebody. You're going to make their day. You folks, you, especially you right there, listening to me right now, you make my day just by showing up and listening. On behalf of all the crazy goof nuts up in my head, you all have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.